I have to say, it's been a real pleasure having you back, Miles. I was worried about you.
I appreciate your concern, Patrick. The past few months have been a bit rough, but it's good to be back in familiar territory.
Miles, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Well, it may be none of my business, and you can feel free to tell me to stuff it.
Enough with the preamble, Patrick. Just ask.
I know you quit the force, but why are you still working as a private investigator? Why not leave all that detecting stuff behind?
It's just something I have to do. If I don't, I'll go crazy.
It's rare to meet someone so dedicated to their profession.
No, it's not that. It's something else. It's really not worth getting into.
Fair enough. Just figured I'd ask. Now then, will you be wanting another drink?
I'm not sure. I've already had 2. I should probably be getting... Wait a minute. Patrick, do you hear something?
No, Miles. I don't hear anything.
Neither do I. Another gin, if you please.
Coming right up.
I must have taken a wrong turn back there. Hopefully Addie won't hear me come in.
Oh, for fuck's sake, ich will nicht mit zwielichtige Typen reden.
Excuse me, sir. Could you spare a shilling?
Here you are, my good man.
You always were willing to help the less fortunate, weren't you? But perhaps you should start thinking about helping yourself.
I beg your pardon?
Just look at yourself. I may be a beggar, but even I feel sorry for you.
You. I know you.
Yes, that's right. I'm your biggest failure.
What are you talking about?
Come now, Miles, you're not completely stupid.
Oh God.
You think finding and catching me is going to make things better?
I don't know. It might not, but at least I'll have closure.
Again with the lying to yourself. Let's say you do find me, and this grand chase finally ends. What do you do the next morning? You still have a dead partner, no real job. Your wife knows you've been keeping things from her. Even if you solve 100 cases, it won't relieve that empty feeling inside.
What's your point?
I'm all you've got, Miles. Once I'm gone, there'll be nothing left. So just admit it. You don't want to find me. Not really.
Bad dreams?
You could say that. My head. How many drinks did I have last night?
You're asking the wrong person. I was out after the first one.
It seems Miss Maxwell was right about the effects of spirits. Go figure.
Yeah, well, let's not make a habit out of it, all right?
Ach komm, Alkoholismus ist wesentlich besser als Schlafmittel, oder? Oder?
So, you're up at last.
Is something the matter, Addie?
Oh, I see. You don't remember last night, do you? I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
Please tell me I didn't do anything stupid last night.
No, I wouldn't use the word stupid.
Oh, thank God.
Disgusting and shameful would be more appropriate, I think.
Oh. What did I do, exactly?
It was nearly 2 when you burst in here, soused to the eyeballs from God knows where. I imagine you've probably forgotten that, too. You were muttering something about peace and quiet and then proceeded to relieve yourself on my begonias before stumbling into bed.
Charming. I salute you, O Vice Admiral of the Narrow Seas.
Good God. How embarrassing. I'm so sorry, Addie. I don't know what came over me.
I don't
Gin.
either. I've never seen you in such a state, and I pray that I never will again.
Oh Mann. Oh Mann. Oh Gott. Okay, was ist die angemessene Entschuldigung für in die Blumen schiffen und so? Weil ich weiß es einfach nicht. Ich weiß es einfach nicht. Ihr Gesichtsausdruck sagt, Junge, halt einfach die Fresse, sonst erdrossel ich dich. Und so ein bisschen auch, wenn du das nächste Mal Gin trinken willst, bring eine Wanne voll mit, damit ich dich drin ersäufen kann. Bist du eigentlich noch da? Hallo, hallo?
Hörst du mich wieder?
Ja, jetzt höre ich dich wieder. Du hast dein Mikro wieder eingeschaltet.
Okay. Ich habe dir eben gesagt, du darfst Andy nur ein Kompliment geben, wenn es nachher soweit ist. Und, nimm nicht das letzte. Es wird nicht wieder vorkommen, klingt so wie. Es wird wieder vorkommen, aber ich tue so, als würde es nicht wieder vorkommen. Ich schwöre, bestimmt nicht.
Du wirst mich nie wieder so sehen, so erleben, glaube mir, oder das war ein einmaliger Fehler?
Nimm das erste, alles andere klingt nach den Standardausreden. Eigentlich klingt alles nach den Standardausreden.
Ja, eben.
You won't
Das
see
klingt
me like
alles so,
that
als
again.
gehen wir
Ever.
morgen wieder
Trust
besoffen
me.
zurück. Oh, ich bin
What
erstens am
possessed you to
wenigsten.
go out and get so drunk anyway?
I decided to stop taking the soporific. It was interfering with my ability to focus on cases. I thought perhaps having a drink or two would help me sleep, and I got a bit carried away.
I see. Well, I'm at least glad you've stopped taking that terrible medicine. But trading it for alcohol? This had better really be a one-time occurrence. Anyway, you got another message from Upton. It's there on the table, if you're feeling fit for the world now.
Oh mein Gott. Ah. Harris Baby gefunden. Tatverdächtiger in Untersuchungshaft. Charles Harris, der kleine Sohn von Malcolm und Miriam Harris, wurde vor einigen Tagen aus seinem Kinderbett entführt. Ermittler der Polizei haben herausgefunden, dass Linda Walker, eine Freundin des Kindermädchens, die Entführerin war. Linda Walker war mit dem Kind nach Pierre-Lorraine geflüchtet und wurde dort festgenommen. Charles steht in der Erbfolge vom Harris Ingenieursunternehmens an zweiter Stelle. Mit diesem Unternehmen aus New Britannia wird im Moment die HMS Lenore gebaut, das Luftschiff, das die verunglückte Ligeia ersetzt. Das Polizeischiff Snelling sagte hierzu, meine Ermittler sollen hier lobend erwähnt werden. Sie haben fantastische Arbeit geleistet, bei der Suche nach Charles geleistet und ihn sicher an seinen Eltern zurückgebracht. Dies soll eine Lehre für alle Kriminellen sein. Die Polizei von New Britannia schnappt immer ihre Täter. Nur, dass es nicht die Polizei von New Britannia war. Die hat nämlich überhaupt nichts getan, außer ein Telegramm zu schreiben. Meine Güte! Dame aus
Ich
Gascogne.
weiß gar nicht, was du hast. Das Telegramm hat richtig Arbeit gemacht.
Ja. Dame aus Gascogne in Flammen umgekommen. Desiree Lafont, 63, wurde gestern in ihrem Haus gefunden, nachdem sie in den Flammen umgekommen war. Die Polizisten, die von einem Nachbar gerufen wurden, der bemerkt hatte, dass nach Rauch fanden, eine grausame Szenerie vor. Miss Lassans Überreste lagen im Bett, verbrannt zu Asche. Die näheren Umstände ihres Todes sind unbezeugt. Die Polizei schließt ein Verbrechen nicht aus. Miss Lafont wurde in New Britannia als Tochter des wohlhabenden Plantagenbesitzers geboren. Sie wurde zu einer der geschätzten Damen aus Gascogne. Obgleich sie viele Verehrer hatte, hat sie nie geheiratet. Als eifrige Leserin, Autorin und Poetin verfasste sie einige Beiträge, die in Zeitungen und Magazinen veröffentlicht wurden. Die Anwohner aus Gascogne äußerten, dass sie es vermissen, sie und ihre bunten Kleider zu sehen. Dritter Mordfall treibt Polizei an ihre Grenzen. Die Polizei von New-Bretagne ist bemüht, Gerüchte zu entkräften, die erst ein weiterer Mord in Cholmondeley ausgelöst hat. Polizeichef Snelling betont, dass kein Massenmörder in den dunklen Ecken von Lamplight City lauert. Es gibt keinerlei Hinweise dafür, dass ein Zusammenhang zwischen den Mordfällen in Cholmondeley besteht. Die Ermittler arbeiten pausenlos daran, den oder die Mörder ausfindig zu machen und der gerechten Strafe zuzufügen, sagte er. Das neueste Opfer ist anscheinend Ennis Bowditch, ein Bauarbeiter. Die Polizei wurde zu seinem Wohnort gerufen, wo sie ihn mit einer Schusswunde im Kopf vorfanden. Die Todesart deckt sich mit 2 anderen Morden in Cholmondeley. Ungeachtet dessen, wie Snelling dies interpretieren mag, die Berichterstattung wird fortgesetzt, sowie weitere Details zum Vorschein kommen. Kampagne des Premierministers kommt in die Gänge. Weniger als einen Monat bis zur Wahl. Premierminister Atwood hat man mit ganzer Kraft gegen seine Konkurrenten ausgeholt. Mein Widersacher Leroy wird, sollte er gewählt werden, dieses Land mindestens um 20 Jahre zurückweisen, erklärte Atwood, bezogen darauf, dass Leroy sich weigert, die Existenz von Ätherizität anzuerkennen. Ebenso werde seine abweisende Haltung zur Dampftechnologie den Fortschritt schaden. Leroy prangerte im Gegensatz Atwood dafür an, dass er Maschinen mehr Bedeutung zumisst als Menschen und betonte, dass die Arbeitslosigkeit sprunghaft ansteigen werde, wenn Atwood wiedergewählt wird, da er die Arbeiter durch Automaten ersetzen wollte. Letzten Hochzeuge zufolge führt Atwood deutlich. Der Großteil der Arbeiterklasse ist hier aber noch nicht berücksichtigt und diese stellen den Löwenanteil von Leroys Fortsetzung auf Seite 12. Ford, mein neuer Fall ist reingekommen, aber die Polizei untersucht ihn schon. Einige Details sind schon in der Zeitung geraten. Ich kann sie nicht im Rouen Kaffeehaus treffen, also hier in Kürze. Die verschiedene ist Desiree Lafont. Ihre Wohnung ist im Braid Way 840. Viel Glück, Sie Upton.
What does Upton say this time?
That she can't meet me, and that I should go straight to the scene of the crime.
I wonder if that means the police have started to suspect that she's giving you these cases.
She also says news of this case has been made public, and the police are already investigating. That explains the article in the newspaper.
Which one?
The one about Desiree Lathan, the woman who was found burnt to death.
Ugh, that sounds absolutely dreadful. Where's the crime scene?
840 Right Way. It's not too far from here, thankfully.
You're sure you're feeling up to this today?
I'll be fine. The mental exercise will get me back to normal in no time. Well, this is shaping up to be quite the investigation. I should probably get a move on before the police ruin the crime scene any more than they already have.
Good luck, Miles. And stay away from the bars, would you?
Wir müssen also in diesem Fall sämtliche Bars abklappern.
I shouldn't be gone too long.
I wish you'd let me fix your hair before you go out like that.
It'll be fine.
Und wahrscheinlich müssen wir auch jede einzelne Bar leer trinken, bevor die Leute dort mit uns sprechen.
Looks as though we've arrived fashionably late.
Excuse me, sir, but this is an active crime scene. We can't allow members of the public.
Oh, this isn't just any member of the public, Kane. This is Miles Fordham. He used to be one of us until he killed his partner.
Wonderful. Officer Parsons is on the scene. It's a shock the apartment isn't in a shambles.
Good day to you too, officers.
Fordham? What are you doing here?
Ah, Captain Snelling. What a pleasure.
That's Chief Snelling now, Fordham. I don't expect you follow the workings of the department much these days, but I'd appreciate the proper address.
So nice to see that power hasn't gone to his head.
My apologies, Chief Snelling.
You haven't answered my question. What in blazes are you doing here?
Oh. Gott. Also wir sind jetzt am Tatort mit der verbrannten Frau und stehen vor Chief Snelling. Welche der 3 Möglichkeiten, ihm vor den Kopf zu stoßen, soll ich benutzen?
Du darfst ihn so sehr vor den Kopf stoßen, wie du möchtest.
Es ist also egal, okay.
You want this crime solved, don't you? I'm conducting my own query. I could be an asset to your investigation.
Out of the question. This is an active crime scene, Fordham. Leave the premises immediately.
Let's be honest, Snelling. You could use my help on this.
I see your resignation hasn't done much to curb your arrogance. We don't need any help. Not even from former detectives. Parsons, I'm going back to the station. I want you to report the minute you're done here. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, don't get any funny ideas, Fordham. If you so much as breathe on anything in here, I'll have you arrested for tampering with a crime scene. Do I make myself clear?
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Your impudence is going to catch up with you one of these days, Fordham.
I suppose it's reassuring that even in this crazy, ever-changing world, you can always count on Snelling to be a complete ass.
You heard the chief. No snooping around. The sooner you get out of here, the better for all of us.
Definitely too young to be Miss Lathan. Perhaps a relative? Judging by these books, Miss Lathan was quite the fan of poetry. Let's just hope her taste was better than Madame Dupre's. No title. I doubt it's a diary. People rarely leave those things laying out in the open. An invitation to the Gascon Grand Dame's Ball. It seems it was held 2 nights ago at the Gascon Supper Club. Might be worth looking into, seeing as it's our only lead right now. You have to hand it to her. Miss Lathan certainly had a unique taste in fashion. I bet you could see her coming a mile away.
Excuse me, Officer Parsons.
Clear off, Fordham. The chief doesn't want you here, and neither do I. You aren't on the force anymore, so you've got to respect the rules, just like every other citizen.
He'd be respecting my fist if I were alive, believe me.
I'm not trying to cause any trouble. I just want to ask a few questions.
Well, if it will get you to leave faster.
Have you made much progress on this investigation?
Drop it before I have to arrest you for interfering with a police investigation.
What can you tell me about Desiree Lathan?
Nothing.
Because you don't know?
No, because I'm not going to betray Chief Snelling's orders and divulge that information to the public.
Come on, Parsons, you know me. What harm would it do to tell me just a little bit?
Do I have to state the obvious? If it were up to me, you'd be in jail for murdering an officer.
I wouldn't make such claims without knowing the facts, Parsons. It could get you in serious trouble. It'd be a real tragedy to see your career cut short and you back in the workhouse polishing airship rivets.
You don't scare me, Fordham.
Rest assured, the feeling is mutual. You're looking well these days, Parsons. What's your secret?
Secret? I don't know. Maybe something about getting a good night's sleep without blood on my hands does wonders.
How long has Officer Kane been on the force?
I'm not one to gossip, Fordham.
That's only the second most hypocritical thing I've heard today.
Ask him yourself if you're so interested.
Why was Chief Snelling here anyway?
He's the chief of police, and this is an official investigation. It doesn't take a grand leap of logic.
Yes, but the chief of police never bothers with a crime scene unless it's of great importance.
Your point?
Does that mean this crime scene is, in fact, of great importance?
You're the investigator, Fordham. I'll leave you to work that one out.
That's all I wanted to know.
Good.
Begging your pardon, officer.
Yes, what is it, sir?
Is there anything you can tell me about Desiree Lathan?
I'm afraid not. You don't have clearance in this investigation.
And there's nothing I can say to convince you otherwise?
My superiors would be very upset if they knew I was breaking the rules. I'm sorry.
I think the operative phrase in this instance is if they knew. We need to find a way to get Parsons out of here. Maybe we should visit Upton at the station.
How long have you been on the force, officer?
2 months, sir.
And how's it treating you so far?
This is where I was meant to be.
That's good to hear.
Parsons mentioned you used to be a detective?
I was, yes, for 15 years. It wasn't always easy, but I loved every minute of it.
Parsons goes on about how he's got his eye on becoming a detective, but I don't know if I'd be able to handle it.
Is that right?
Yes. He's up for review. I think he's trying to impress Snelling to improve his chances.
Parsons wants to be a detective? Now I've heard it all. As if he needed more of a reason to be Snelling's lapdog.
Do you enjoy working with Officer Parsons?
I don't like to talk about my colleagues, sir. Especially when they're standing right over there.
I understand. Perhaps this isn't the right time to be asking. Thanks for your time, officer.
Not a problem.
Okay, wir müssen also den blöden einmal loswerden.
I didn't imagine we'd be coming back here in this lifetime.
Fordham? Have you solved the case already?
Don't I wish? I haven't even gotten started.
Well, I'm here if you need anything. Just be sure not to let Snelling see you.
Is he back yet?
He arrived a few minutes ago. I expect he'll be sequestered in his office today, so you shouldn't have to worry too much.
Good to know.
Prime Minister Atwood, watching over the department with his signature scowl. I don't think I've ever seen anyone reading those books. I'm half convinced they're purely decorative. The old Jack and Stars. Sure was nice when that sign didn't apply to us.
Got a moment, Upton?
Yes, but let's make this quick.
Have you been able to find any leads on Bill's death?
Have you?
Not yet, no.
I don't want to get your hopes up, but I may have something.
Oh?
The man you're looking for, he was burgling a flower shop, right?
Yes.
I couldn't help but notice that in the last 2 cases you've had, plants have been used to drug people. It may just be a coincidence, but I also think it's something worth looking out for. If it becomes a pattern, there's a good chance it might be related.
But 2 different people did the drugging.
True, but in both cases, they learned from someone else.
It's a stretch, but it's better than nothing. I'll take it into consideration. I see the Gazette has caught wind of this supposed mass murderer.
Yes, Snelling has been positively fuming about it. Between that and the Lathan case being publicized on the same day, it's been a nightmare for the department.
Any idea how they got the information?
I don't think anyone in the department has spoken to the press. Maybe they just have some very good reporters.
So is it serious? Should we be concerned?
3 murders is nothing to sneeze at, but all the victims have been men in Chumley. If that changes, then things might start getting urgent.
Isn't that just the way it is? You can bet they'd have already caught the bastard if the first body had turned up in Leon.
Any updates on the Harris baby?
He's back home and doing well, thanks to you.
I'm glad to hear it.
You did an impressive job. I admit I was a bit concerned about how you'd fare after months of taking it easy. But I suppose detective work is like riding a bicycle.
It's a guaranteed way to end up with a broken arm.
Back to work, I see.
Yes, well, the coffee shop holiday had to end eventually. I'm gonna have to find someplace else to meet you. The higher-ups are getting suspicious.
To be honest, it was a bit wretched there. I won't miss it.
Well then, Mr. Big Bug, you can have the honor of choosing the next place. Under a bridge somewhere, perhaps.
I'm having some trouble with Officer Parsons.
You and everyone else who's ever met him. What's the problem?
He's keeping me away from the Lathan crime scene.
Of course. He's one of the most loyal to Snelling.
Any suggestions for how I might get him away so I can look around?
I might have an idea. There are several reported crimes that haven't been assigned yet, and Parsons is itching to prove his investigation.